Hello and welcome to me telling you my personal tier list and some matchup comments. So first of all, disclaimer, Skullgirls is a really well balanced game, and because of the whole system and everything, this tier list does not matter to most of the cast. I would say it does, in my personal opinion, the tier list does not matter to 2/3 of the cast exactly. So take this with a grain of salt, but to the other 1/3, I think this does matter. I will be going through everyone and be telling, like, just saying things. The original video I made with video evidence, which took 3 hours, so fuck that. So I'll just go one by one, putting them in place and explaining why I put them there, and once it's all complete, I'll tell you my matchup. A matchup summary, basically. So first, Philia. Philia, first character that was made in the game. He has to be in this quadrant. He has to. Oh, and I have to explain. Best tools, worst tools, doesn't have to work, has to work. The only thing that really matters is this axis. Because it doesn't matter how much work you need to put in a character. If the character has the tools, it has the tools. It doesn't matter if you need to use more of your brain to use them. So, doesn't have to work means that they have some move, or their mobility just as it is. It can play neutral for them, really. Like, Philia has airball and instant air dash, and that's insane. She has very good mobility to get in. She has to work a little bit because she doesn't have the best tools to get in, because her normals are, or all her hitboxes and her hurt boxes are pretty fair. I think she has to work a little bit, so she would be like around here, I'd say. But I'll be putting everyone as it is. Bella, oh Bella. So Bella, if you've played this game for a while, you know Bella has super wonky tools. Like, all her hitboxes and hurt boxes are insane. She has amazing frame advantage and a lot of things other characters don't have. Her sweep is 0. Parasol's sweep is -18. On block, both of them. She just has some privileges. She has insane damage, insane mix-up. Mobility, she is weird, but she has all the tools to get there. But she does have to think a little bit. I do think, as much as I don't respect Bella players, I do respect that they need to use their brains to play this character. That was mostly a joke. Peacock. Okay. Everyone that plays this game that is not good on a competitive level. I used to be good on a competitive level. I am not anymore. This was like 2 years ago. Peacock is one of those characters that everyone says they should nerf, but all zoners are like that. If there's a zoner in any game, everyone will be like they need nerfs. They need to be nerfed. They're too good. But in this game, that's actually kind of true. Most games it's not. In this game, it's kind of true. If you hit her, her projectiles don't. They don't disappear if you hit her. There are times, I'm pretty sure if you've played this game for enough time, there are times where you get in, you hit Peacock with a counter hit, a heavy counter hit, devastating move, you're ready to go in, but one of the fucking bombs hits you anyway, and she combos you because you got in. I still don't think she's the best character in the game. I don't think anyone thinks that, but she has semi-safe DP, basically. That goes really far. It has slow startup, but that's compensated by it having a lot of how do you call that? It's compensated by having a lot of invincibility. So even if it's slow, and because it's semi-safe, someone might be able to land and block it if they do a jump in. But punishing it is so hard that really doesn't matter. That's kind of like a get out of jail free card. I don't know. I don't play Monopoly. Monopoly sucks. And does she have to work? Kinda, because she has a lot of different patterns and everything. But she has different patterns for every single matchup in the game, basically. Like her zoning pattern, I mean. You put an assist on top of this bad girl. Jesus fucking Christ. Very tough. She has the second best damage in the game from anyone in the cast. The zoner has the second best damage in the game. Yeah, that's fair. Parasol. Oh, Parasol. So Parasol is one of those characters that are used a lot in the game, and that's because she has a pretty fucking good assist, and with the right assist, she's very scary. But that's the caveat. She needs the right assist. Without the right assist, she's not doing much. Mainly because her movement, she doesn't have any air mobility really, and to actually have some air mobility, you gotta give up some momentum, giving your opponent even more space for them to control. So she doesn't have the best tools. Or does she have to work though? She has to work until she gets in. Once she gets in, she really doesn't have to work, because her mix-up game is actually pretty fucking good. She needs to take risks though in her mix-up game. Most of her mix-ups are on the ground, and as you know, most supers in this game are invincible. So anyone just can mash out of your overheads, or your overhead into low, overhead into overhead, low into overhead, and so on and so forth. Almost everyone in the cast can just mash out of that. It's not like Bella or Peacock, where they have very safe mix-ups. Those are a little rare with Parasol. She does have them though, so that's why I'm putting her here. Oh my god, Fortune. Honestly, Fortune has the possibility to be the best character in the game. Problem is that she does not play nice with others. Her assists are really not that good. She is amazing, has some of the best tools in the game, but she does not play well with others. So I would put her right around here. Because, you know, you still need to think. Actually, I think you need to think a little bit. I'll put her here as of now. Headless and all of that actually requires brain power, you know? But the head itself can just play neutral for you at the same time. She's weird. I'll put her in the middle. In the middle, right around here. A little worse than Peacock, I'd say. Because she needs some meter for some stuff, and Peacock also does need meter, but Peacock builds meter as if it's nobody's business. So Painwheel, Painwheel. I think Painwheel has the same thing as some characters in like Smash and Melee and stuff, where everyone's like, oh my god, that character is so good, but they just say that when this specific guy, this specific character specialist plays her. So here's the thing about the team I was saying about that this tier list doesn't matter unless you're certain characters. It matters for Painwheel. If you don't have the right assist with Painwheel, the right synergies, it's kind of hard to actually do work with Painwheel, because Painwheel kind of has one specific playstyle. If you played against a good Painwheel, what do they usually do? They usually hang around here, and you're over here. You're all the way over here, like corner to like, and they call assists. This is what they're doing. And once the assist, you block the assist, they go in, boom, and mix you up, or you get hit by the assist, boom, combo into reset or whatever. That's the Painwheel playstyle. And if you played against Painwheels in tournaments, that's like 90% of the time, that's what Painwheel is doing. That's the thing about her. That's the most damning thing you can say about her. All these other characters can have their own playstyles. You can play them quite differently and still be super effective. With Painwheel, almost everyone gravitates towards that. And her normals are not that good. You can just grab her out of most of everything she kind of has. She has good damage though, against synergies. She's dependent on those synergies. That's why I'm putting in here. And you gotta have some fucking good brain power with her, dude. You gotta know what you're doing. I'm putting her here. A little lower than Parasol. Valentine. Okay, Valentine is one of those characters almost no one uses anymore, except for a couple of people. Valentine is weird in this game. A lot of characters are weird. So Valentine has an actual reversal, but it's 1 meter. She builds a lot of meter though. You can get in basically for free with bypass into throwing knives in the air. She has very good tools. She's kinda lacking in defense, but that's it. She has the mobility, the mix-ups, she has the damage. With an assist, if you put Bella and Valentine in the same team, that's like top 3 team in the game, quite honestly. So, she has tools, but she has the same problem as Painwheel. She does not have like that so much variety when you see her. When you see her, it's the same. She's jumping back over here and over here, throwing shurikens, doing that, and then it hits, and then just does the air double jump, air dash, jumping medium punch, and clips you, or you're blocking, calls assist, and goes into stuff. That's the problem with Valentine too, and she does have to work a lot. I honestly think Outlaw Spike should be working at NASA. Have you seen how he fucking plays with Valentine? Jesus Christ. I would put her like, I would comparatively put it her. There we go. I still think. Honestly, boop. There we go. Still think all these characters are easier to use, maybe a little better, but she has a lot of things to work for her. Just a little lower than Philia, because she kind of needs a team to be top 3 in the game. Double. Have you seen any tournaments? You seen any top 8? You might have seen that there's almost a double in all of the teams. And there's a reason for that. Double is kind of the Bardock of this game, if you follow Dragon Ball FighterZ. And does she have to work? Have you seen that fucking gunshot she has? Luger shot, whatever it's called? That plays neutral for her. Quite honestly. I would put her around here. She has amazing tools. She has the most supers in the game. She has cat heads. Cat heads, it's my turn to play the Xbox, my mom has said. I said that right, no one can correct me. She's just... And she has some of the best assists in the game. She has synergies with everyone. Solo, she has some of the best safe resets solo. She's just amazing. Mike Z has said he kinda regrets not changing cat heads more, because Jesus Christ, cat heads. Quigley. So, I mean, you see Quigley a lot. I mean, not as much as our characters here, and like Double or Big Ben, but you do see her quite a bit. And honestly, she's weird. She has some tools. She needs charge, some amazing normals, some great specials, very good utility supers, some supers that just win her matchups. It's incredible. But she has to work a lot for that. And she has the same problem as Parasol, that some of her resets require you to be on the ground, which implies a greater risk for you, for Squiggly. So honestly, she's so weird and so good, but with some jarring flaws, I'll put her right here down the middle. And she has some good synergies too with everyone, kinda. Weird synergies that almost no one uses, but good synergies nonetheless. So right down the middle. Big Band. If you've played this game, you've seen this character way more than you probably should. Everyone plays this character, everyone plays Big Band. Why is that? Same reason as Double. Because of his size, I would put her in more has to use, but he also has kind of this fucking amazing tools. A little less than. What's her? The clown face, clown girl, the fucking clown. She's a fucking clown. Big Man has a lot of armor, has amazing DPs, has the DP assist is the best in the game. It's 2 hits, so it's actually great for as a lockdown assist and as a reversal assist at the same time. His assist with the punch and everything just win matchups for the point character if you're running one of those assists. He's just like Double. He has amazing tools all around, amazing normals, amazing everything. But he's fucking huge, so he can get opened up pretty easily by a lot of the cast just by an instant overhead. He does have parry, which that's why he's still there. And he does have some of the best supers in the game too. Some of the best damage in the game. He's just really good. The only problem, honestly, I think Double's a little better. Yeah. Here you go. Top 3 in the game. Here you go. Bella, Double, Band. He's just great. He's just his big size. His big size, like, it makes him open up easily with instant overheads, but because he's so huge, it's also hard to do all your normal resets against him. Now Eliza. Okay, I'm just gonna break it to you. If you think Eliza is top tier, you're a scrub. You just don't know the matchup. I am so sorry to break it to you like this. Eliza has amazing overheads. That's it. Her DP sucks. It's really hard to use this in actual reversal, and you can get grabbed out of it. And she doesn't have anything with invincibility aside from that. And that's just partial invincibility. It's not grab invincible. Her supers, both of her level 1 supers have startup, pretty big startup with vulnerable frames. And all her normals extend. Like, her standing medium punch is a great anti-air. But it sometimes just doesn't work. It's not that reliable. It's really good, but it's not that good. Especially in some matchups where you just eat it. Just fucking jumping. Damage is pretty average. It used to be way better, but they nerfed a lot of her damage. Like I said, on her normals, the hurt box extends first most of the time, making her normals in neutral kind of dangerous to use. If someone actually knows the matchup, they'll throw out their active normals and you'll just eat it. She doesn't have that much defense. The only thing good about her really are her overheads, and if you can block overheads, she has a lot of trouble, quite honestly. But because the overheads are very good, she doesn't really have to work. She doesn't have the tools anyone else here has. But I still think it's kind of like here, the same level one, a little lower, considering the bad matchup she has against Parasol. I think Parasol has better matchups against the entire cast than Eliza, but she doesn't really have to work. She doesn't really have to work at all. Beowulf, another character you see way too much of, and why is that? Because ratio 2 Beowulf against a ratio 3 can kill a character from 1 bar, starting with 1 bar and 2 grabs. You have 1 bar and you do 2 grabs against your opponent, you're fucking dead. it has to be the Bayo band theme, but you've fucking heard of the Bayo band theme. The Bayo band theme is everywhere. Best damage in the game, amazing mix-ups. This is one of the reasons Eliza is over here. His hops, his overhead hops, are a safe jump against both Eliza and Parasol. That's insane. You have to block it. You have to eat it. You can't... Jesus Christ. If you want to have a reversal with this too against Beowulf, you need to do level 3. That's insane. So where will he be? Does he have to work? I don't think so, really. He has so many setups that give him hype meter, that make him even scarier. His chair toss, his heavy chair toss, has 30 frames of invincibility. You can grab it, sure, but no Beowulf really wakes up with that because they have the get out of jail free, whatever card in his anti-air grab. Who it's really hard to punish. It's basically safe. It was even safer before, if you don't believe me. Or his punch that if you press a button, you probably are gonna eat a fucking huge ass combo because Beowulf can combo just from his reversals, because yeah. So chair toss is not really gonna be used as a reversal, only if it's a PVGC, and because it's 30 frames invincibility and it becomes active on frame 26. There's really not much anyone can do because it's so slow and it has so much invincibility that, like, if Eliza is hitting Beowulf and Beowulf PVGCs into chair toss and Eliza reacts to the green flash with uppercut, like you do your uppercut after Beowulf does the chair toss still wins because of how fucking slow it is and how much invincibility it has. Does he have to work? Honestly, I don't think so. Is he as good as the other characters here? Maybe. I would put him up to par with Philia. He doesn't have the best mobility in Wolflitz. It's kind of hard to use, but the chair toss and jumping HP with chair, because it covers the whole fucking screen, makes up for it. I do think that makes up for it. His mix-ups are great. He has a lot of his hops are safe jumps against a lot of the casts. He's insane. I don't think I think he doesn't have to work as much as Philia does, actually. So who else? Fuqua, the joke character. When this joke character came out, she was over here. And then they nerfed her and changed the entire playstyle according to Sonic Fox. Like how Sonic Fox thought it would be fun. Kind of weird if you ask me, but whatever. So Fuqua, she has a lot of tools. Her actual reversal is slow enough, just like Beowulf's. It's not as good as Beowulf's, but it's slow enough that it can still anti-air a lot of things, even if it just goes horizontal. It's slow enough that it gives the opponent enough time to drop enough to actually hit instead of whiff. It's pretty good. She has armored moves. She has some good combos, some fucking amazing reset game. But she's lacking quite a bit in the defense department. Honestly, just jump at her. Because her supers don't have start of invincibility anymore. Just jump at her. And if you see the command grab coming, you can react to that. A lot of people don't, but that's just... I don't do that a lot of the time. That's my fault. That's not really that good. Still fucking good though. I would put her top still, upper echelon, but I do think she has to work a little bit in the neutral. It's not the best neutral. It's not what it used to be. Kind of the same. I would say they're kind of the same, but Fukui is a little better. I think her neutral is a little weirder, so that's why you have to think more. but I still think she's a little better. Let me put her a little lower than Amphilia and Beowulf. Not up to par there. Yeah, this is good. I think she has to work more because of how weird she is. But the tools are there. She's just lacking in a couple of things that are compensated by assist. Any assist, a lot of assists can compensate her, so she's over there. Now, what everyone's been waiting for. We're done. We finished the tier list. Whoa! Okay. For real, where does Robo go? Robo goes in the trash. There we go. Okay. Honestly. Robo Fortune has a lot of problems. Robo Fortune, if people know the matchup, there's really nothing Robo Fortune can do a wake up but level 3 and block. On wake up, if people know the matchup and have the right assists, you just have to eat it. Robo doesn't have any good defense. Robo's is subpar. Originally, Robo didn't. When original release of Robo, this is not pre-alpha. This is when Robo was officially released on Skullgirls, not Endless Beta. Skullgirls, retail Skullgirls. Robo Fortune didn't have the double jump beam. If you jump beamed and then you double jumped, you didn't have the beam again, because Mike Z said that would have been too good. That's the only time I heard Mike Z said something would make a character too good. Because some of this, I don't know why, in some of these people, some of these characters, he didn't think that. I don't know what happened, but she doesn't have any defense. Her damage is dependent on her bars. She doesn't have good bar build. She doesn't have good meter build. She doesn't have good, so, well, kind of a couple of good, a couple of decent resets by herself, but if the character has a double jump or a dash, it's kind of easy to just avoid. And one of the other good ones, it's so finicky, it's hard to do in a lot of the casts, especially Double and Bella and Big Band, which are the top 3. They're really hard to actually pull off consistently. She requires a lot of work. Mike Z actually said this is a character you have to be patient with. This is the only character he said that for. That just means she's bad. Still, like I said, you don't really need the tier list is subjective, as I said, but a lot of people do say Robo is the worst character in the game. She doesn't have the damage, she doesn't have resets. Her better resets are actual big band resets because they require his assists. Or Double. Maybe even Parasol sometimes. But yeah, she doesn't have the defense, she doesn't have the damage, she doesn't have the meter build. And her zoning is the same boring pattern all the time. She's just annoying to play against. If you play against a good Robo, it's just annoying. You'll probably lose because you get the fuck annoyed. I love her, but Jesus Christ, she belongs here. I'm gonna edit this because... so that's the tier list. Okay, so that's the tier list. As you can see, most of the cast is over here. And the rest is over here. If you think Eliza is top tier, just think a little bit. Do you really see any Elizas anymore? You really don't. Because she's not that good, and her synergies are weird. She doesn't really have the best synergies. So, but I don't think these characters the tier list matter that much to these characters. Eliza kinda. Okay, the tier list doesn't matter at all to these characters, basically. She still is kinda bad, has a lot of work to do, but you just find the right synergy and she's fucking good. I couldn't. She has to be down there. Okay. This, the no matter who do you choose, basically if you choose people from here, you're gonna have a good time. A little weird with this too, but you can make them work with someone over here. It's fine. If you just choose characters from here, you're gonna be fine. If you choose them with characters over here, these two are kind of weird, but you could do some work with them anyways. These characters, if Quigley can work with some people over here, no problem. She actually can. She can work with most everyone here. Parasol can't really work that much with people here. She has so much better time if you're working with people over here. But she kind of has a good time. Eliza can't work with people here the best she could, but you could make it work. Robo and Pinwheel, don't put them with anyone here. You need someone over here. This is why it matters for them. This is why the tier list really truly matters only for this two. You need to build a team for this two. These two don't have the best synergies. You just cannot slap them in a team and call it a day like with a lot of characters here. You need to consciously build a team for them. And that's why they're not so good. They're not so good. You have to do that to make them work. To make them work the best they can do. So, I'm gonna go matchup from over here to over here. Like I said, Robo has a lot of bad matchups. He has a good matchup against Big Man if Big Man is far away. If Big Man gets in, Robo dies. He has a weird matchup against Valentine because of her super jump with helicopter. Same with... I think the better matchups with her are... like, against Painwheel, I think it's like a 5-5. Against 5-5 means, let's say, we grab the best player in the world, whatever, Sonic Fox, whomever, and we clone Sonic Fox, and we make Sonic Fox play Sonic Fox, a mirror match between, not a mirror match, a match between Robo versus Painwheel. That means 5 out of 5 times they will win. They will win 50% of the time. One of them, in the first attempt, one of them will win 5 times. In another one, the other one will, like, in a set of 10, one will win 5, the clone will win 5. That's same conditions, same ability, same everything. There are characters that will just win because they're a little bit better. I think Robo may have like a 6-4 Valentine, honestly. 6-4 Valentine's favor. Honestly, no defense. He has good mix-up. Same with better matchup is a 5-5. I'm saying that right now. Jesus fucking Christ. Painwheel is kind of the same. Has good matchups against people here, and a good matchup against Peacock, honestly. And then it's kind of bad because of multi-hit in the air. Even Eliza can hit her twice in the air to bypass armor. Quigley. Squiggly kills Parasol and Eliza. She just kills them. That's a very bad matchup. Or Eliza and Parasol. Quigley has some weird against Robo. I think Robo might have a good matchup against Quigley, actually, honestly. 6-4. Yeah. Weird, very even matchup against Painwheel, I'd say. And against everyone else, because of her tools and everything, it's kind of an even to bad matchup depending on things. She's weird, that's why she's over there. She's in the middle. She's kind of the mid tier of this game. She's prime mid. Parasol, like I said, Parasol dies against Squiggly, dies against Eliza, dies against Bella, dies against Peacock, dies against Beowulf, dies against Valentine. Has a good matchup against Big Ben though, and everyone else is kinda even, I'd say. Jesus Christ, Parasol. Why? You need to build a team for Parasol. No, you build a team with Parasol in mind, not for Parasol. You need to build a team for Robo and Painwheel. Eliza kills Parasol, that's true. Eliza dies against Painwheel, kinda even against her, kinda weird against Robo. Even, I'd say. Kinda even against Valentine, kinda even. Yeah, kinda even against Fuqua. That's why she doesn't have to work. Most of her matchups are even, but then we get here. Against Big Man, she doesn't have the instant overhead like everyone does because he's big. She doesn't have that. And she has a awful time against Beowulf. Kinda bad time against Peacock. Both, as good as it is, it has a very slow startup. So if you get hit once, it's so hard to get away from the pattern because Eliza is so tall and big too. And Bella kinda kills her. It's kinda easy to bypass Eliza's DP with. Belia, same with everyone else. She has a bad time against everyone here. Good times against this one, bad time against you, even time against here. So that's why she's down there. She's not that good. She has very bad matchups, which aren't here. Fuqua. Painwheel beats Fuqua, actually. Painwheel beats Fuqua, I think. Pretty sure. Who else? Who else? Honestly, Fukui has kind of a weird time. Well, against Peacock, she has a bad matchup. Against everyone, it's kind of even. Or maybe good sometimes. Good against a lot of people here, except Painwheel. Yeah, it's pretty good against people here. Here, kind of even. Yeah, she's pretty good. Valentine. Kind of weird. Depends on the team and everything. These three characters are super weird. The matchups are super. She has a good matchup against Peacock though. That's good. Kind of weird against Robo. Even, I'd say. Kind of even against everyone. Just kind of even against everyone. Some good matchups here and there. And even against most of everyone. Really, yeah, good matchup against Eliza, against Parasol too. She's just like has 6-4s all around in her favor. Also has a good matchup against Peacock. Now Peacock has kind of a good matchup against everyone if they don't have a big man assist. Or are double, and if it's not against the top 3, she kind of has a good matchup. If it's not against the top 3, she has a good matchup. Like top 3, kind of even with double, honestly. Top 3, Philia and Valentine, not so good matchup. Good matchup against everyone else. She's fucking good. Bella has a good matchup against most of everyone. She has a good matchup against most of everyone. I think she has a little bit of trouble against Valentine because of her weird. And I think it's a 6-4 against Robo. Like, Robo comes close to an even 5-5 in that matchup, I think. Still, not that good of a matchup for Robo. Up close. This is, again, Robo's good matchups are given that you can stay away all the time. If you can stay away all the time, you kind of have a good matchup. If they get in, Robo dies. Misfortune, she is weird again because of head and she doesn't play good with others. I'd say she's like Philia. Just good and even matchups all around. Same with Big Man. More good, but against even. Same with Beowulf. I think Beowulf dies to a couple of things, and it's good. It's not good against some casts. So I'd say most of his matches are even, and there's some like against characters over here that are just amazing for him. Double is mostly even matchups too. Matchups in her favor because she just plays her own game. You have to play against her. You don't play Skullgirls. You play against Double. Because those shots are so good. The fucking cat heads are so good. Her solo resets are so good. Her conversions are so good. Her damage is pretty good. Excuse me. But yeah, that was it. If anyone has any doubts on something, feel free to ask. If you don't agree with something, tell me why. And if your reason is I lose against them with this character all the time, you just suck and don't waste my time. That was kind of a joke, but honestly, if your evidence in this is purely your personal experience and no evidence on tournaments or anything, just realize that you still need more experience. Okay, thanks to anyone and everyone that watched. Next time I'll probably do a video on the privileges a lot of these characters have compared to none of the privileges she has. Robo, I mean. So that's it. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Robo goes in the trash.